Well, it's a program that helps millions of Americans, but a 2 News investigation found hundreds of businesses defrauding the food stamp program.
And what we uncovered is now prompting a federal investigation right here in Tulsa. 2 News investigative reporter Marla Carter shows us efforts to stamp out fraud in tonight's segment 2.
For Antonio Perez, this isn't just a grocery store, it's part of his American dream.
I intend to be here for a long time.
And keeping that dream going means following the golden rule of business.
Do business the right way, and I'm not going to jeopardize my business over a few dollars.
That includes making sure he's following the federal food stamp laws.
Once you ring something, the cash register will tell you if it's approved or if it's not approved. So you cannot ring anything that is not with food stamps.
Food stamps work like a debit card. You just swipe the card and enter your PIN. But our partners at Scripps Howard News Service found hundreds of retailers have committed fraud and been disqualified from the food stamp program nationwide. A majority of the time, it's for one reason.
It's called trafficking, and here's an example of what can happen. A retailer will overcharge a customer and then pocket the difference, while that customer will get something that's not part of the food stamp program, like cigarettes or beer.
In fact, our investigation found close to 1,000 retailers every year are permanently disqualified from working anywhere that accepts food stamps. One of them owns this property at 52nd and North Peoria and used to have his name on the ownership of Bill's Quick Stop. The USDA disqualified Nabil Sheikh for a violation in 2008. Soon after, the business ownership changed to an LLC, and Bill's Quick Stop continued to be part of the food stamp program. But 2 News found Sheikh signed off as the manager of Bill's Quick Stop on a health inspection report just 3 months ago. Remember, he's not supposed to work anywhere that's part of the food stamp program. We talked to Sheikh on the phone, and he told us he doesn't work there. So we wondered how he was able to sign off as a manager. To get some answers, we went to the store. Sheikh wasn't there, but a manager named Isaac was.
Him saying that he's actually a manager of the store, why would he write that down? Why wouldn't you fill out that paperwork?
Probably when I'm not here and he was here and helping, because that time he was just, because you know the area this side, and it takes like, you cannot just work here, starting certain change, a new owner, a new everything, then they give you a little hard time.
Again, Sheikh is not supposed to work anywhere that accepts food stamps, but even the employees admit Sheikh's been helping out.
Just 3 months ago, he was helping, making sure, even though the ownership changed in 2008.
Yeah, I don't know, probably he was here, but usually pretty much I'm the one who make everything and handle everything around here.
We took what we found out to the USDA, which is now investigating. The agency says nationwide, the number of violations has decreased over the past few years. Even so, those violations won't be tolerated.
I personally and professionally have no tolerance whatsoever for people misusing the program. We have been working on continuing to strengthen our efforts to absolutely reduce fraud and trafficking, meaning the selling of benefits.
Anyone found guilty of this could face a $10,000 fine and possible imprisonment. Nabil Sheikh told us he wanted to go on camera to tell his side of the story. But despite our repeated attempts to do the interview, Sheikh did not make himself available. As for Perez, he tells us he'll stay on top of any changes in the law, so his dreams of growing his business stay on course.
I like to go to sleep thinking that I did the right thing during the day, that I don't have to worry about doing anything wrong. Like I said, I intend to be here for a long time, and the only way to last is to do the things the right way. And that's the only, way I do it.
Marla Carter, 2 News works for you.
Because of this nationwide investigation, a U.S. House committee is now demanding answers from the USDA. It's vowed to hold congressional hearings on the matter. To read more, go to KJRH.com and click on segment 2.